It's best to use your classroom dashboard in order to see how your students are doing. You can take a quick check on the dashboard and see who's completed their ISIP, what color they are in regards to their performance, and how many minutes that they have worked this week. Keep in mind it's Monday morning, so no one's going to have any minutes yet. But this provides you with a quick look of how your students are performing in istation. So in order to build someone's read plan goal, the first thing I would do is go to reports, and I would select the priority report. This is going to put your students into groups based on their needs. Of course, you probably already know these needs, but it will help you determine which WIN groups you might need or which assessments you might need to assign students as a group. So right here, it will tell you the overview of current groups for this class. And I know that Ms. Hallie is working on comprehension with her read plan goals, but I can come down here and see every group, and suggested resources will be available at the top for those. So I'm going to choose comprehension. I would then write down the students in this group in order to provide an extra ISIP or data point, which can be done on demand, or an assignment in the istation suite, or you can also do a print assignment, which you could use for WIN plans. Their teacher-directed lessons are usually a week long and provide you with guided and independent practice for students to develop the skills based on their needs. So now that I've got that down, I'm going to come back up and go to Classroom again, which is my main dashboard. And I'm going to go to On-Demand Assessments. So every week or every other week, depending on what your read plan needs for data, I would select students based on their goal. And so up here you can see what type of skills are tested in this grade level's ISIP. And it will even give you a recommended, what they recommend you do. And each of these probes is available every week. So like reading comprehension, that means you can get 4 data points in a month, possibly 5. And so I have selected this student because she was my guinea pig to look at her data. And I clicked save, but I could click multiple students at this point that I wanted multiple data points on. But I would have to do it weekly to get as many data points as I needed for my plan. So I went ahead and assigned that to the student, and you can just update on-demand assessments and it will show that. And students will see an ISIP probe when they open up their iStation. Another part which is very engaging is the on-demand assignments. And assignments are available. You can create an assignment by selecting a group of students, and I'm actually going to model for you and then show you the ones that she has done. So we were working on Deidre. Also, Jacob Bryan needs it, so you can create an entire group here of students who need comprehension, and then you can proceed to the assignment and assign activities. So this has early reading all the way up to advanced. Kids are working on reading comprehension. So I can go over here and find exactly what type of reading comprehension I would like them to work on. I could assign by selecting here. You see all of the standards that it will work, and then go ahead and put the assignment, which I'm going to put as T1, Tier 1, A2, and create the assignment. So the assignment button will come in between the English ISIP and Lectura. It will be an assignment bar, which is a new one that will show up in red for students, so that way it can also coach them on some of that work. And so you can see right here, Miss Holly's students are working on some assignments that we've given them. You can click here to check on the student's goal. Click on the play button to see any details from that. Now, once we get into the assignment piece, I'm going to show you where you would get the data for each student. So once again, go back to that classroom dashboard, and I'm going to select Deidre because she volunteered to help me with student data. I would go down to where it says Student History Report. Now, these are each of the sessions that she took for her ISIP. So they're scheduled monthly by istation. And you can click on any of these to see her goal. So I could go back to February and I could look and see her session summary. So that tells me how much time she spent there and that she does have excessive idle time upon occasion. And then I can scroll down to see her score. Right here I see her reading comprehension score. And since that is one of her goals in the READ plan, I would take that data and look at it and record it in SOARS as one data point. So I'm going to go back to Deidre's session summary so that I can look at her on-demand score. So if you click right there and pull down, you can see that she can increase her score over time, and I have multiple data points because I have put it in as an on-demand assignment, and it will show growth over time. So that's how you get the data from istation in order to support your READ plan. Also, I'm going to go back to the student information bar in Classroom. So that would be just like if I went to the dashboard and selected the student. I can go down here where it says Priority Student Intervention History, and it will tell me what lessons it suggests I work with that student on. So once again, if we're focusing on comprehension, I would click onto the resource details, and I would look at her Lexile level, which is Tier 2, and I would look for some reading comprehension passages that would provide her with some practice and that I could use with a small group of students during win time. And we're going to view the file, but you can download and print. It goes through exactly what types of skills you'll be using, and they're about 25 to 30 minutes, 5 days a week for READ plans. They have building background and vocabulary, independent practice, guided practice, and reading, which you could also add a fluency goal to, so that students can develop their comprehension skills based on teacher interactions, and they will show growth in the istation assessment over time with intervention. So this is how I would use the istation system to support READ plans. Thank you for your time and have a great morning.